When it's your night, and I think tonight is going to be Greg Biffle's. You know, he gets caught speeding down pit road, and then through a sequence of cautions, he's back in the lead.
And this is the battle for the lead. The 60 car of Greg Biffle is being posted. The battle for the lead between the 00 of Leffler, the 5 of Busch. The 60 of Biffle was in the wrong position. Now we're hearing they're waving it off.
You see how loose Kyle Busch was there? Right behind the 00 car. There's Kyle right there in the 5. Extremely loose on low air pressure. These guys know right now that this is the end of the race. Can't give anybody any slack.
NASCAR's waved off the black flag for Biffle. So now you're looking at the battle for second. 60 is good. He is the leader as Leffler and Busch, just like last week at Nashville, running side by side. 11 laps to go here at Kentucky. Will it be Greg Biffle scoring a Busch Series trophy to match his truck win here? Or will it be Leffler and Busch? Just like last week at Nashville, they're side by side. The 2-car Ron Hornaday having a great run as well. He's in the 4th position.
We've seen these guys racing very hard before. It'll be interesting to see now with the 5-car going to try to pass them.
See the 5-car bottoming out right there going into the turn. That's still because the air pressure is a little low.
Let's check in with Mark Garrow, who's in the 21 pit.
I'm with Ricky Byers, the crew chief for Clint Boyer. Why did NASCAR penalize you, and you obviously didn't agree with it?
Oh, no. They penalized us for not slowing down for the caution. He's the leader of the race, and we're coming back to the caution. And I guess in their mind, we didn't slow down soon enough or slow enough, and put us the tail in the longest line. That's the way it is.
Ricky Byers, Clint Boyer's crew chief. Boyer currently runs in the 10th position, 1 spot behind Martin Truex. And the 46 car of Ashton Lewis and the 22 of Jason Keller, both having great runs tonight.
Yes, they did a wonderful call right there by staying out. Just went from a 15th place car where they were running. They gained about 5 positions.
Jason Leffler just fell back to 5th. Mike Bliss took over the 4th position from Leffler. Back up front, it's Biffle. 8 laps to go here at Kentucky. 3 wins this season, the 60 team. Brad Parrott calling the shots down on pit road. Biffle behind the wheel, trying for his 4th win this season. As Jason Keller battles on the inside, trying to take over that 6th position from Jason. There you go, battling side by side, the 32 and 22.
You know, we haven't talked about Jason Keller too much tonight, Matt, and he's really had a good run. He's been in the top 10 all night long. There we see him battling for 7th place with David Stremme. And
that is one of the coolest looking race cars. It reminds you of the old Bobby Allison race car.
While that battle goes on, Biffle's pulled out to about a 2.5 lead over Kyle Busch.
And you know what? Watch Robbie Gordon. Boy, he's pulling right up on the tail of Greg Biffle. And if he can get a chance to pass him, he will.
Truex, the point leader, coming into tonight's race on the inside, also in that battle. Keller in 6th, Truex in 7th, Stremme in 8th.
Robbie Gordon fills up Biffle's mirror. It ain't far before that 5-car is right on him.
The top 2 drivers in tonight's point standings in the top 7. Busch trying to close that lead. 40 points he was back coming into tonight's race. Meanwhile, out front, it's still Greg Biffle, but his lead is closing as Kyle Busch is still trying to reel in that 60 car. 5 laps to go here at Kentucky.
55 car of Robbie Gordon is 1 lap down. He's the first car 1 lap down in 12th place.
And there's the 5 in your picture, Kyle Busch. 4 laps to go. Trying to score a win here at Kentucky, closing that gap more and more now, down to a ½ second. Mark?
I just talked to his crew chief, Lance McGrew. I said, can you catch him? Do you have enough time? And he looked at me, and he pointed his finger at me, and he said, we are about to win this race.
Got to like that confidence. You saw Robbie pull over right there. That was the right thing to do. The 55 car pulled over. He knew these two guys are fighting for the lead. 4 laps to go. He doesn't need to be in their way.
3 to go here at Kentucky. Kyle Busch is pulled up on the bumper of Greg Biffle. He dives to the inside, side by side, battling for the lead.
What a comeback for that race team.
No kidding. I mean, 5 car hasn't led yet tonight. First time he made a lap in this car this weekend was when this race started.
Wrecked his primary car in the final practice session, started the backup. No laps on this race car this weekend here at Kentucky, and he takes the lead. 2 laps to go here at Kentucky, and Busch Motors out front. What a way to bounce back. A tough week last week, ran out of gas with 4 laps to go while leading. Wrecked his primary car in final practice. Now less than 2 laps away from scoring a Kentucky victory.
You know, that's got to be, we talked about at the start of the show, you got to have the mental attitude correct. And, you know, he wrecks his car. You're not sure about his confidence. He gets in the backup car, drives from the back to the front. Unbelievable.
Takes the lead with 3 to go. No problems. He's going to win this race with a car that has a lot of history.
White flag is in the air. Kyle Busch out of turn 2. 2 more corners to go to score a Kentucky win on the last lap. Had 10 straight top 10s going into Nashville. Lost that race with 4 to go. And Kyle Busch, checkers are in the air. It's a Busch win at Kentucky. 3rd win this season.
You got to give that race team 2 thumbs up for what they did, the effort they give. Take their backup car out that obviously is a very good race car. Come back here, start last, and win this event.
Never lost confidence, showing a lot of maturity. Kyle Busch starts the back. Scores his 3rd win this season. Mark?
I'm with the winning crew chief, Lance McGrew. You told me with 3 or 4 laps to go, we're going to win this thing, and you did. So you did it in a backup car without a lap on the racetrack.
I tell you, boy, this team dug all day. Kyle dug all day. The car was loose, real bad loose, the first thing this morning. But I tell you what, it's great to get a win for Lowe's and Gladiator and Hendrick Motorsports. Kyle has just been awesome. Like he made a mistake yesterday, and look what happened. So I tell you, I was real worried because I think NASCAR really hosed up on that call with Biffle. I don't think he should have been up there to start with, but he managed to pull it off and win it the old-fashioned way. We just outran him.
Get out there and celebrate with the driver.
Thanks, buddy.
The ceremonial burnout.
And Busch scores the win. Came in tonight's 2nd in championship standings. The point leader coming in was the 8 of Mark Truex. He finished 6th. Busch will close that lead, unofficially down to 10 points.
You know, got to give a good call out to Ashton Lewis Jr. tonight. He came home in 8th place. Very good run for him.
Busch scores the win. Your top 5 tonight here at Kentucky. Kyle Busch, Greg Biffle holds on for 2nd. Mike Bliss, a great run. Started at the back, finishes 3rd. Ron Hornaday puts an RCR Chevy 4th. And Jason Keller rounds out your top 5.
NASCAR on FX is brought to you by Subway, Eat Fresh. By Stacker 2, the world's strongest fat burner. And by TGI Fridays.
Eating right never tasted so great. With Subway's delicious selection of carb-controlled creations. Now, introducing another new Atkins-friendly wrap. The Turkey and Ham Wrap. A tasty combination of sliced turkey and ham, savory Monterey cheddar cheese, and fresh veggies. All topped with creamy ranch dressing. Subway's Atkins-friendly options. It's what to eat when you want to eat fresh. Subway, eat fresh.
Initially, when I talked to my recruiter, it was a no-go, simply because of my weight. I've always been a big guy. I started taking Stacker 2, eating right, lifting, cardio, running. Within 8 months, I was able to enlist in the military. And
he's an all-around happier person, plays with the children, and has more energy to interact with them.
It definitely helped me fulfill my goals of what I wanted to do.
Real people, real stories, real results.
Introducing TGI Fridays Fresh Summer Salads. New Atkins-approved grilled buffalo chicken salad. New Mediterranean shrimp salad. And pecan-crusted chicken salad. Summer just got even better. Hurry in for fresh summer salads now at TGI Fridays.
Brian Newman drives just like you. He warms up the car, fights his way through traffic, and hurries home at the end of the day. That's why he depends on Mobil 1 for advanced wear protection. Nothing outperforms Mobil 1, the official motor oil of NASCAR, specially formulated for today's trucks and SUVs.
Moving in on 2 hours sleep, that's a headache. The moment of choice, Tylenol or Advil for fast headache relief. Advil liquid gels work faster, stronger, better than Tylenol on tough headaches.
Hey guys. Hey.
Thank you, Advil. Advance to Advil relief.
Tell me what you don't like about yourself.
Don't miss an all-new season of television's most provocative hit series.
Make me desirable again.
Nip Tuck premieres Tuesday at 10, only on FX.
And the Lowe's team in victory lane for the 3rd time this season. Kyle Busch takes the lead with 3 laps to go. Let's go down to Glenn Jarrett in victory lane.
And with a smile that can be seen all over the Bluegrass State, Kyle Busch crawls out of that car. There's going to be a Gatorade bath here. There it comes, yeah. The backward dive into the crew. As soon as they let that young man down, we go back here and talk to him. Come here, Kyle Busch. Congratulations, man. I've seen a lot of things in my time, but that was truly awesome. Tell us about the last 12 laps there on that last restart.
I don't know. They said that we were kind of the leader, not really, but Biffle, they just said we were going to win it, and we'd fix it in the truck, but I never gave up. I knew we could catch that 60. We were an awfully good car, but, we didn't really show it until all them guys got a lap down, but nonetheless, these guys are awesome behind me. They put together a car that just rolled out of the trailer for victory lane. I said we'd come from the back up to the front. Happy Father's Day to my dad. This one's for him, and, of course, all the rest of the dads out there as well, too, and I don't know what else to say. Lance McGrew's awesome.
Well, I think that they think this kid's pretty awesome, too. That is one terrific job. Congratulations again. Celebrate with those guys. Good job. Let's go to Mark Garrow.
Well, Greg Biffle has cooled down just a little bit after getting out of that Charter Communications Ford. Why are you so upset? You got beat with a few laps to go, or the penalty that NASCAR gave you for speeding on pit road?
Well, NASCAR beat me. Not Kyle Busch. NASCAR did. I was 4,800 RPM coming across that line. I was a little bit sideways. I was really hot on the pit road, but I was right on my speed coming on there. I knew that wasn't the thing to do was get, speed under green on pit road. It's BS. There's no way I was speeding on pit road. And, the guy running the watch up there just, didn't have it figured out. Somebody didn't have it figured out and, busted me for speeding and said I needed to come back and do a pass-through. And then black flagged me when we go back green, said I had to just still do a pass-through. They didn't even know that I had already done the pass-through. And I couldn't pit and put 2 tires on because I'd have been at the back. I had to stay out for track position. But the guys did an awesome job on the charter car. Brad and everybody just did a great job, great pit stops. And Joel Spotter kept me out of that stuff all day. I just feel really bad that, that whoever up there in the tower took this win away from us.
Matt? Greg Biffle obviously disappointed. 3rd time here at Kentucky. He has finished 2nd. Well, taking a look at the championship point standings now, Martin Truex Jr., a 10-point lead over Kyle Busch. David Green back in 3rd. Biffle jumps up to 4th, guys.
Great job by Griffle. From Greg Biffle to jump up to 4th like that and still have the night he had. But I'll tell you what, hands down to Kyle Busch. He's a fine young man, and to see the smile on his face and come back in a backup car like that, it just makes you feel good. And congratulations to him.
We talked at the beginning of the show, that 5-race team is on the money. They are the Detroit Pistons of the Busch Series. They got it going on. They are distancing themselves from everybody else. And I like to say Happy Father's Day to my dad.
Still a big weekend ahead of racing across the Fox family of networks. Tomorrow at the Michigan International Speedway, we start out our coverage at 11 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on Fox Sports Net. NASCAR this morning, and then the NASCAR Nextel Cup Series, 1 p.m. Eastern on Fox. Super G, Jeff Gordon had a big run up there in qualifying, and there you see the 5-car in victory lane. 3rd time this season. Kyle Busch continues to impress as that team tries to get another Hendrick driver a Busch Series championship. They closed that championship deficit now only 10 points behind Martin Truex Jr.
Thanks for letting me come up in the booth with you guys. It was fun.
It was fun. For Mark Garrow and Glenn Jarrett, Rainey LaJoy and Chad Little. I'm Matt Yoakum. Thanks for spending your night with us here on FX.